Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Your elbows are pointy. Also breaking news, the bears are capitulating. There are so many posts we're going to go through. There's Crypto Crapo. There is our friend Nick over at the team at DataDash, and there are others too. Everybody is starting to capitulate. Why? Because Bitcoin pushed above 31,000 American dollars. This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. You are my friend. Don't forget that. And you are a fresh piece of watermelon. This is Bitcoin hovering around the zone. But don't worry, friends. It's going to stay here. This is significant. This is the weekly close above 31 and 32,000 dollars. This was the level everybody was waiting for. And now that we're here, everyone is now starting to rethink what they're doing. I have watched the bears. They are still in disbelief. None of them have actually capitulated to long yet. They are just questioning themselves. Some of them are saying that, you know what, maybe we're going to go higher, maybe we're not. But if they do believe we are going higher, they are now trying to wait for a dip. Usually with these moves, it doesn't like give you a nice dip to get in, which is what they want. Usually it goes up, and then what happens is they capitulate up here. This is their dip. You see this little zippy part? This is where they think their dip is. And then the real dip comes later. That's what happens. It's just how markets go. We might not get that though because Bitcoin's volatility is dropping. But let's continue, friends. Did you know Michael Saylor, the Chad, risked $5 billion and now he is in profit $750 million.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
There is no second best, you bitches.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset.
So you see that, friends? This is exactly what we want to see. And why do we want to see this? Even though it's leverage, even though I tell you never to do it, it's because everybody else is watching. Just like how you watch my show every day. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, belly button on. Appreciate every single one of you. We like to see people winning. Winning attracts winning. The green candles come. El Salvador, I want to see the country cheer when Bitcoin goes inside. You will see more countries adopt it. Don't forget the weekly super trend for Bitcoin. We are at $34,000. This is fantastic to see. We wanted to have a clear, distinct close above this $31,000 to $32,000. It's nice to see this break. There's no guarantee that we don't come back at some point, but probably we have to go far enough to make the bears into believers. That's just what markets do. It has to embarrass them. They've been winning in every altcoin and Bitcoin for just too long. Way too long. And you know how markets go. This is the ETH-BTC ratio again as well. It is at 0.052. Many Bitcoin maxis say it's the end. But if you look at these little rectangles here, this is fourth quarter ETH-BTC leading up to the halvening. And we are in it right now. Isn't it fantastic to know that we are going down into the zone? I still think we're going to head to this 0.1 or 0.14. Everybody knows this Roca Negra ETF. Who the hell cares? All right. We know smart contracts are the future. That's why we're here. Ethereum enables all of that. Link USD is still above $10. I want to see that. We do like seeing that. But what's more important, of course, is the ratio. This is Link ETH. It's going to take some time to traverse through the dark forest because it's got a long way to go. I feel like with all the shapes of these candles, we could return back up here. And this is, by the way, an enormous move. This would be Chainlink moving up a 2.8, let's say a 3x. Chainlink moves up a 3x, but Ethereum goes sideways. So this is quite a big move. This is Chainlink going to $30 and Ethereum not moving. Or another way to put it, Ethereum is $3,000, so almost a double. And then Chainlink is up a 6x. It's back towards its all-time high of $60. That's another way to get this ratio. It's going to be exciting to see it. Now, in recent news, right, what happened was, look at this. Let's go through this one by one. So, firstly, Roca Negra's ETF, it got removed from the DTCC. Now, this Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, it is an imaginary Ponzi. That's why I call it here. Imaginary Ponzi database. Why? In crypto, our database, you can't edit it. You have to actually post. You can't just go out and delete something on Ethereum. You have to make a whole new chain. When it comes to theirs, they just change it in 1 second. The government can say you don't exist. They say you don't own those shares. You don't have any rights. They could do that. And you might not think that's anything to worry about because you've never had a case like that. But when the eventual Great Reset comes, there's going to be some changes here. And you're probably going to be shocked what they do because they're in debt. They got to pay off and rebase things, friends. Stocks are not as safe as everybody thinks. And let's pump the music just because we can, friends. All right. Corrupt SEC filing. We have the imaginary Ponzi database deleting it, and then they actually re-added it later. But also, the commodity commissioner said that the market is ready for Bitcoin spot ETF. And then, surprisingly, right after that, look what the corrupt SEC does. Corrupt SEC charges Roca Negra with failing to disclose investments. Very strange. It's almost like they're trying to say, hey, we're not actually biased. Look what they said. It was some BS thing. They said that Roca Negra bought some sort of little film company, print and advertising, and they didn't list it right. Something's dodgy with this. Like you're telling me, hey, $10 trillion company, come pay this $2.5 million fine. Something's weird. But now let's move on to the Bears, of course, friends. Play some angel music because, good, I want to say this. They were pooping all over us, right? Do you remember all the Bears? Do you remember all of them? Let's go back. Do you remember, what were they telling us? They were saying, you're all bullish, you're all stupid, high rates, fake money printing, World War III, blah, 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 blah. You're all wrong, you're all cucks, you're all soy boys, you all have rounded elbows. And you're all pencil necks too, don't forget that. Now, Crypto Crapo has capitulated. Why do I call him Crapo? Because he blocked me. If he wants to be called Crypto Capo, you can unblock me. And then let me know when you do. Okay, so let's go. Crypto Crapo, he's not even bullish. He basically said, first of all, congratulations to all those who've been respectful. So, yada, 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 no one cares. He's now taken a loss in some short positions only. He's still got his shorts on in... He took out his shorts in Aave, Sol, Crypto.com, Tron, keeping the ones, BNB, Matic, Waves. Yes, trash, and trash pretty much. Well, BNB's not trash, but it's just you're number 3, man. It's Binance profit rotation into you. And as well, friends, just to let you know, CZ could do everything right. The problem is the corrupt SEC and the corrupt Department of Injustice, they're trying to pin him down. For all you know, man, they could literally just drug him up, put him in a hotel, get him to play around with some prostitutes, and there you go. You've got yourself a legal case. You just don't know what the government's going to do when they're trying to take down a competitor to Coinbase who they need to route money so they can usher in the CBDCs and get the Bitcoin ETF volume to go through there. You just don't know. They have a lot of power, man. So he consumed his soul. That's great. Look at this long essay, just to say basically I got wrecked. It's funny. Now, he also admits, he goes, Bitcoin, he's not bearish until Bitcoin goes below 30K. So thank you very much. There's more to come. Look at this. More bears capitulating. Don't forget, Jim Cramer told us.
Because unlike the banks, these crypto assets all seem to be scams, and I want you out of them. Many of you traffic in them every day. You should. You're wrong.
So this was early in the year. Bitcoin, $19,000. Jim Cramer telling us. Now, we have our boy, Nicky Myrtles. He is a friend of the channel. Nick, I did not know. My friends have been telling me, this is how I learned. People have been telling me, Nick's been bearish for 18 months, literally 18 months, since summer of 2022, which was Bitcoin like 20,000. So here I am saying, my boy DataDash, but he's still in denial of the bull market. This is what I want. This is what I want. So friends, this is not disrespectful. I like this. This is disbelief. So Wall Street cheat sheet, all right? Look at the bottom right here, disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. So Nick is in disbelief. He is not in full-on, all through, that's it, time to get leverage long. And that's what we like to see. I like seeing his approach like this. Also got to mention, I like real DeFi, Pulse Chain, PulseX, Hex, Bug Eater, DeFi chaining. So Nick's message, he says, having traded well over a decade, it's difficult to admit it, but we got this one wrong. So basically, that's it. Bitcoin went above $31,000. It closed. That's it, I'm still not convinced we've got legs for a full swing bull market, but I must share my respect to those who expected above a break above 31K. See this? This, I think, is what everyone's feeling, including me. I'm like, you know what? Oh, we could fake around. We could screw around. What happens here? when it goes probably 42, 45K, I think they might change their tune. All right. It might change their tune, friends. But we just got to be careful, because what if they start saying, yeah, 42 to 35K is definitely the zone. You never know, man. It could always poke us down. We don't know by the end of next year. By the way, if this happens, bang, just to let you know, okay, this is a red 2024. Okay, see this chart? This chart I just drew here for you. Look, see, like, oh, that's cool. It goes up, is it? This is a red 2024, my friends. We've never seen a red 2024, which is a Bitcoin halving year, ever. It's always been a green year. So if this happens, we probably get 3 years of up only. But if we don't get it and we satisfy the bulls too much, of course, we're all bulls here. This is something that I'm thinking about. We don't know what's going to play out. It's outside of our control. Also, I read the comments in my other video about a red 2024. Friends, you got to remember, man, you got to watch the whole video. I actually want a red 2024. I want 3 years of up only, don't you? I don't want to get out in a year and a bit. I don't want to get out. I don't want to get out when Bitcoin's 80K because we didn't rinse off enough people. I don't want that. I want Bitcoin to go to 180 to 200. If we have to suffer just one more year, sweet. Let it do that and then just go up 3 years. That's what I want. But, the market's going to do what it's going to do. We also recently saw that Eric had capitulated. I've already made a video on this just to let you know. Of course, dear Eric has capitulated as well. He says he's the final sacrifice. Very funny. He said he's stuck in a massive fiat position. So as you're seeing, we had Crapo. We had DataDash. So Nick. We've also had dear Eric. So there are more here. By the way, just to let you know, Eric did this very, very, very long post. This was on Pulse Chain Hex. And I just saw this as a straight capitulation. By the way, this was literally... it was capitulation at the lows. I was like, dude, this seems like... This was like just a long explanation about all the grind and being attacked by the cult and all of these. So in most of Eric's tirades against Hex, Pulse Chain, Richard Hart, he goes through many bullet points and he believes is a loss, but they turn out to be significant marks of a strong and unified community. So this is a guild. This is a cult, friends. Don't you want to be part of a community who go out there like attack dogs everywhere? Don't you want that? I know, yes, theoretically, okay, turn the other cheek and go do your own thing. Yeah, theoretically, I want that. But if people are so passionate, let them do that. That's what I want. I like that. Loud megaphone. We also have our boy, Adam Cochran. So, Cockyboo, he mentions here, so I've actually had to remove a lot of his posts. Look at this. He says, oof, okay, not my month. One of his points, there has been a mega rally while I'm only 20% deployed. Friends, I know what you're doing right now. I want you to think about. I know you watch all my channels. You watch all my videos. How many times did I tell you a video and go, friends, I've seen portfolios. I've seen people's explanations. I've seen them talk. People only have 80, they only have 10 to 20% exposure max. Many people have like no exposure at all on the sidelines. They become FOMO. It spreads. So there's only 20% deployed from his stablecoins. Many people are sidelined, will miss out on this rally. And they are missing out. They are panicking. They don't know what to do. For the rest of us, we still hold our underwater bags. That's the funny part. If these people just got the conviction to buy our bags, they'd get better prices than us. But here's the problem. The problem is nobody who holds that ratio of stable coins with such a huge amount in risk off, nobody who can go into that mindset would ever touch our bags. No way. It's impossible. Okay. It's apples and oranges. Two completely different mindsets. I know theoretically we have this imaginary thing where somebody avoids the whole bear market, comes in and goes all in and does this. They don't do that, okay? And if they do, I've seen some of them do, they get out on a 2x, and I'm not kidding. They'll get out on a 50% or a 2x, and they fumble the bag. So here I am making this post. Actually, before the bears started capitulating, I actually posted this, right? Before it happened. Bears are about to capitulate long into crypto when we go higher from here. So they're not in there yet. They're just like, uh-oh, something's wrong. My position's wrong. There's a green candle. That's it. When they're all in, we might even get a US Fed rate cut. So here I am, friends. This is why you watch me, and this is why highest value content. I'm already thinking about the next step. I've already known about this next step. If you watch my earlier videos, I've been talking about this rate cut down here, man. I've been making videos, GCR me, exact same thinking. I said, okay, wouldn't it be nice if we go up, go parabolic, US Fed will cut the rates. Everyone thinks it's up only. No, we're not. And then see you later and we keep going. By the way, this is a red type of behavior, but that wouldn't be great. That's possible. Many people are going to get leverage long up there. They will get wrecked. People will say, though, that this isn't the top because they're cutting rates now and they're printing money. And we all know they're going to ignore the data. It's going to be very tough. Now, I don't know what to do because our altcoins are still very low. But if I had Bitcoin spot at like 80% of my portfolio, I'd definitely get some out in that euphoria. If we get it, we don't know. Are we even going to hit $42,000 to $48,000 Bitcoin? We don't know. So I was saying be ready if Bitcoin hits 42K. So this is a cute Peppy Bear turning into a Peppy Bull. Look at that. You got to watch it over and over again. Friends, let's crank some music because I appreciate every single one of you. Remember, even Uncle Bobby. So September was looking like Rectember. Even our dear uncle, Bobby Loukas, was bearish. Everyone believed in one more final flush. Do you remember that? You remember that? You remember saying, hey man, I think there's one more big dip, one more big crash. I remained bullish and so did you. Why? Because we're degens and crypto is the best Ponzi. Got to hodl. Even the stock market's going down while we are going up. Now, this is one of my posts here just to share with you, okay? So there are many videos like this is tough, okay? Look, my whole career in crypto has been this. Okay, let's talk about the last 18 months. 18 months has been, I believe it's gone one way, and someone with a good trading record or investing record or super smart, because I'm just a peanut brain, they've always been against me. There's always been someone, a new character, a new challenger. And I've always sat there going, crap, maybe they're right, man. Maybe they're right. But guess what? We've been right every time. Now, I don't care about being right. I care about me and you making money. It doesn't matter. Like, who cares about this being right stuff? You just want to be on the right side. But it's interesting that human emotions and the purity of the Wall Street cheat sheet has more competitive edge for us because we're on Twitter and YouTube and we speak to everyone every day. That has more edge than people's guessing or people's feelings or their fundamental analysis or what worked in the past and what happened now. Fascinating to see. One more final flush did not happen. Probably the most entertaining one, friends. We're going to end with this. This is funny. You want more bear souls? This is what we're just going through literally consuming bear souls today. Mr. 0x Sifu. Okay, so 0x Sifu, very controversial past because there was a Canadian exchange called Riga CX, and I forgot what position he held there, but he was affiliated with it. And they basically rugged the founder, I think, did a fake death. He went to India, stole like $1 billion or something. I forgot how much it was. It was a lot of money. And 0x Sifu is somehow connected. I'm not really sure, but he put on a short. Now, he put on a short for September, and it went on side. He didn't get out. Now it's come back up. He's a $1.5 million offside. Now, don't worry, he's got a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money. This is nothing for him, but it's just interesting to see. Now, I want to let you know, you're going to watch. Okay, just please. You and your family friends, you're going to have a family friend who does this. I want you to slap them. You do not let them do this. Okay? What's going to happen is they're going to do a position. It's going to go offside, and they're going to do what 0x Sifu did. He added more collateral to his position. He doesn't want to take his loss now. See, it was $1.5 million. Now it's $2.23 million offside. His liquidation is $1,926 for Ethereum. So he's just refusing to get out. He's adding to his position. Here I am asking, will we liquidate him? You tell me. But please, how do you think everyone loses? Okay, this is how everyone loses. They don't want to get out. They don't want to take the loss. I know for a fact, 90% of people, they don't like taking losses at all. So you aren't even cut out for trading. You should be in spot. You should be focusing your mind, how can I increase my portfolio position? How can I DCA? How can I get more money? Am I going to get more Christmas presents this year? Am I going to get more cash? What can I do for an extra job? That's where your mindset should be because you're always in a buying mindset and we are ready for new on-chain potential seasons if they come. But if you're doing this leverage trading garbage trash and playing around all these exchanges, wrong mindset, not going to make it. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button. I appreciate every single one of you. The bull market's here. We capitulated a lot of bear souls. Let's go.